Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have Big Book of Battle Mats Volume 3, 60 pages of battle mats for tabletop RPGs, brought to you by the good people over at Loke Battle Mats. For more information about this battle mat or any other products, go to lokebattlemats.com. This is for ages 14 and up. Open and roll 60 wipe clean battle mat pages. Attention adventurers, the Big Book of Battle Mats Volume 3 contains a multitude of fancy tabletop role-playing maps to keep your party rolling through any and every RPG counter. 60 wipe clean map pages will lead you through dungeons, along forest tracks, down into ancient tombs, and even onto an airship on your continuing quest for danger, excitement, and treasure, and with every possibility for a little bit of a fight. Designed to spark the imagination and track counters with the handy grid format, the Big Book of Battle Mats Volume 3 offers endless flexibility. Use each map page individually or use the lay flat format to combine the complementary opposing maps as the larger 2-page spread version. So it's over to you, roll for initiative. And of course, in the back here, they have an example of what all the maps look like. But we're going to show you those a little bit more in depth. So there you have it. So let's crack this bad boy open, see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. And starting right off, we've got some fields right here. Some farmlands, some crops right there. And then we've got ourselves maybe the farmer's home. We're not quite sure what it is. You lay down flat, you can use them both. So again, in the books and maps, all the maps are set up identically the same way. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares going across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 going up. So that's your 12 by 8s right there. 8 by 12. And you just double it up if you want to use both sides of the map. Again, you have a wooded area here with trees that have been cut down. And there's a pathway right between it. Very, very vibrant colors. The cartography is beautiful. And then we move on to the other side of the page. And you got maybe some magic mushrooms down there, not sure. I see mushrooms like that, I'm looking for Luigi. Okay, there you go, and if I lay this down, there is your full map. Again, the colors, vibrant, attention to detail, absolutely spectacular. Okay, damaged boat, that is submerged. We go over to the other side. Some ruins over here that have also been submerged. So movement will be halved because you're now in water moving. And there's the full map. Again, you could use it as just one map by itself, or you can use it with the full version with 2 pages. Again, the cobblestones. Really, really cool. And I gotta tell you, on camera, the greens, the reds, they really, really pop when you're on camera. They do as well when you're playing the game, but with the camera, with the lighting, it always looks so cool. Again, you could lay the map this way. You can use 1 page, 2 pages. Use the map this way. You know, how you want to use it is 1000% up to you. Moving forward. Looks like inside of a mine. A little bit of a railroad. Tracks. We have some tracks here. picks and shovels laying around. Again, if we want to continue on to the next page. Again, if you want to use it for one page, you can. If you want to use it for two, it's totally up to you. Looks like a bit of a throne room. They look like lights there versus them being any type of gems or stones. There's your throne. And there's the full picture with both sides being utilized. We've got the attention to detail is beautiful, as you can tell. In the water and the grass, stones. Absolutely beautiful. Moving on to this side of the map. Staircase coming down. You got some barrels over there, got some tables, chairs. Again, if you have your own 3D terrain, you just throw it right on top of where it's located. You start your venture. And again, I love the fact that they leave it in the map where you can continue to move on forward like that. Again, in the previous videos, I've mentioned that some people with the spine here, they don't particularly like these spines. Well, there's a couple of options you have here. You could always purchase the book, and then you could cut it out, lay them flat, use it that way. There's no one saying you can't do that, and just get a folder and put them in there, or hole punch them and put them in a binder if you want to do it that way instead. For me, I always leave them in here. I don't consider this rough terrain or anything else like that. I just use it as normal movement. So in this case here, there'd be a wall here, there'd be a wall here. So I'll see if a character is walking along, decide to go off the path and want to come in this way, they'd have to, they couldn't, because it'd be impassable terrain. But up here, that doesn't mean anything. It would just be normal movement. It wouldn't be halved or anything of that nature. Moving on to the next pages. Again, the detail, the different things. Looks like you got a treasure chest up there. Lowly lit area. And there's your full map. Back to the grasslands. Again, look at the detail of that. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really outstanding. The cartography is beautiful. And this would be the other side. Got some sleeping bags, got some swords, got an axe over there, you got a fire, some pans. Obviously some kind of campground. Again, if you want to pull this over, you want to consider that your starting point of your adventure. There you go, you got it started. They wake up in a camp, and then their adventure begins. There you go. Now, again, if you have some cutouts and you want to put those in, that you have your own cutouts, you want to change it up a little bit, put that in there, match it, looks fine. If you want to flip it over, make it a little different, it's good, it's up to you. I'm gonna pull that out, and you want to put so let's just say you're going to use one side versus two. You want to change it up, instead of keeping it that way, you want to put maybe a house in the middle. Put that here like that, they had rocks on the side of the house, and your adventurers come up, and they say they want to investigate here. Right, just flip that over, and now all of a sudden you've got a house there, you know? So you could do that. If you want to change up a little bit more, just say that they're passing by and there's a statue there. Again, you just changed up, again, you changed up the narrative of what's going on. If you want, you take that up and you say that there's a, creature that's going to attack them there. Again, whether you use it for one side of the map or use it for both sides of the map, it's totally up to you. If you have clings and you say, you're in the middle of a fight and he's a spellcaster and he wants to throw a fireball at him, you want to use a cling. The cling goes down nicely. That sticks nicely. There he is throwing it. This guy's going to come attack with his battle axe. There you have it. Makes it pop even more if you want to use the clings. So again, how you approach this, it's totally up to you. Everything that's shown here, the figures and the clings and the cutouts, are not included with the purchase of this map. They are just for example purposes only, and the clings come right off like that. And boom, there you have it. There you go. So, and again, there's your full map once again. Underground cavern. Detail in the water, the plants, and everything else. Again, 1-inch squares. There you go. Again, the attention to detail is fantastic. The colors are vibrant. And there's your full map. Again, if you want to use one side, you use one side. If you want to use both sides, use both sides. Again, as I've always said, that these maps can be used, they might say they're fantasy maps, but again, you could use them for any kind of role-playing game. And then we're down into the catacombs. We got some open caskets. Got a closed one down here. Over to this side here. Got some, again, some coffins down here. Looks like it's inside a tomb of some sort that you just came into. If you lay it flat, again, person's coming in this way or coming this way around. Again, where the bound is, where the rings are, I tell you, it's no big deal. Again, I consider the movement would be, so if I had a character that was moving from, just example, moving from here to over to this side here, this would not be rough terrain or anything else like that. It wouldn't be impassable terrain. It would be absolutely nothing. But if it had a wall here, like it looks like right here, that would still be considered impassable terrain. But movement from one section to another, I never use this as anything unless there's an actual wall here. There's, like, to me, there would be a wall here, there'd be a wall from here and to there up to here. This would be impassable. Just makes it a little bit more realistic. Next pages. Again, this would be this side. Again, looking at that attention to details that they have for every little flower that they put in there. It's really, 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 really gorgeous. And again, you use it either as an individual or as a double. We have the insides here, it looks like. Some doors on there as well. Could be the insides of a prison. So again, I've used these maps for various different 28mm games. I even use this specific map here I use for the inside of a prison when playing the Walking Dead All Out War. So There you go, the full map there. Really, really cool. Okay. Again, the detail inside the water. The overhanging rocks. A little bit of a destroyed fort, maybe. Then we have this side over here. And if you hear some background noises, that's the neighbors having some lawn care done. So I have no control over that. So guy keeps revving the weed whacker. So again, that would be the full map. Again, this would not be any type of added rough terrain or anything of that nature. Again, if you don't like the spine, you want to cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Bing bang, just put it in a folder. You can do that as well. It's up to you. Some trees, very cool looking. Very eerie. So again, whether you use this for fantasy games. Now again, if I want to change it up a little bit, I have some cutouts that I want to use. So if I want to use a regular plant, you can put that in the corner up there if I want to, or if I want to change it up a little bit, I can put this in here like that. It would match in. Try to fit it in there perfectly as you can. There you go, or move it down a little bit. You can do that as well. Down to here, it's totally up to you. You want to cover that up, there you go. Stuff like that. If you want to have a statue in that corner over there, cover that up like that, you could do that as well. If you want it facing us, just because we're looking at the camera, that way. Or if you want to put a different kind of statue there, you could do that too. Or you want to put it into an open space here, you can do that. Totally up to your imagination. Next, we have a desert scene here. On the side, you have the desert scene as well. So there you go. That's the double-sided map. Some crates, a waterway, a boat, a dock. Beautifully illustrated water. And then we move on to this side here, some more docks. A couple of boats. It's really, really beautiful when you look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful map. And then we come over to here. And look at the grass, how beautifully done it is. The attention to detail on the cobblestones. A couple headstones are broken. Moving over to the other side. Looks like some grave robbers try to get in here. Staircase coming up. There it is, the full map. Again, the bushes, the stonework. Obviously, there's going to be a height issue here. So, again, if your person's up here and they fall into here, there's going to be some damage that they're going to take. If they want to come in here and climb down, go into that crevice to see where that leads to. And then there's the other side here. Again, the attention to details in the water, the grass, the plants, the rocks. Just beautifully done across the board, as you see. Beautiful. Now again, this would not be considered impassable terrain. You just walk from here to here, no problem here. But again, if I'm going to try to go from here to here, this could be considered impassable right here, or if I have to be half movement, because it is difficult terrain trying to get across there. Got some cobblestone streets going into, it looks like a butcher shop there. Down here. Some shops you can go visit. Then we got the other side of the map. Got some swords on the table. Shields. Got an anvil here. So, and there's your full. Moving on. An airship, it looks like, of some kind. Just adding into that. Some kind of flying vehicle. So again, you could use this either as half the ship, and the other half of the ship, or you could use it as the full ship. Totally up to you how you would use that. Moving on. Got some gold pieces. Treasure chest. Some more treasure chests unopened over there. Some gold laying around. Be considered treasure room or something of that nature. And the other side of the map. Almost looks like a door to a vault. Maybe that's the only way into the room is this way. Yeah. So it's closed off here. Closed off here. The only way in is through the vault, to go in that way. So if you lay it down this way, that's your first part of your adventure. Come in here, got to break into that, which leads to this vault over here. Or you can show everybody the whole map of it the whole time. Totally up to you. Again, the detail in the grass, that's what really makes everything pop, is the detail to the wood. The weathering on it, the rocks leading up to the water. Get on to the next page. Here's the water coming on to the deck. The damage, put in the full picture. This could be like a sewer. Got some boards so you can climb over. Then over here. Got some crates. Again, when you lay it down, it's the whole scene. Again, for me, you'd have to enter here, come through here. This would be impassable terrain. This would be impassable at this point in time as well. You couldn't just walk from here to here because it's two solid walls right here and two solid walls on this side here. Again, here would be normal moving from here to here, at least when I'd be playing the game. Again, we have some more here. Some sort of trap door over here. Food on the tables, some mugs. Somebody knocked over a glass, knocked over a mug. Got a sword there, some sleeping quarters. There you have it. Oh. Again, you lay it down flat. There's your adventure. Again, if you take a couple figures and just throw them in here real quick, it gives you the feel of how again, whether the figures are painted, whether they're standees. We got a skeleton coming in here and a goblin coming in here. Want to fight everybody. So they don't want you coming in. You got this standee over here. It just makes everything pop. Again, that's what it would look like with some figures on it. Again, the standees, the figures, the clings, different terrain pieces that I showed you throughout the video, none of those are included with the purchase of this map. Again, moving over to this side here. Some attention to the details on the bushes. Moving over to this side here. Showing a little bit of climate change. And that's the full picture there. Then we go over to here. Again, an underground cavern. Leading to maybe the Devil's Lair. Again, one full page here. Again, you could place your own terrain in there to add a statue in there. Do that, take that out. Oh, see, a large creature could be in there. Could be for your final battle where a guy is going to try to take him on to try to defeat the monster that's under the ground. Okay, do that. Totally up to you how you want to do that. Moving on, again, got some more stuff here. And the attention to details between the stones, the muddier areas, the darker stones, some of the trees that have been cut. And the details are just beautiful. Again, it's all dry erase. You can put markings on here for if you want to put a trap in there or something else like that. You can put those markings on here. You wet a Kleenex and comes right off, as long as it's not permanent marker. And we'll come over to here. Looks like it's like part of a big top of a carnival or something of that nature. Again, for me, this would be considered impassable terrain. Impassable terrain, this would be the part where you would walk through, obviously. Unless you want to cut your way through the tent and then make your way out of it, you could do that as well. Totally 100% up to you. And your last two pages are just plain battle mats that you can use. You can use it for one side or use it for both sides, as always. That's one big map, and the reason that they do that is that you can create your own battle scenes. Again, we'll throw that on there just so you want some. If you want some, we'll put some plants there. If you don't want to get red, you want to change it up. You get some green, put some shrubs up there. You can do that. Match up the lines. If you want to put a house on this side here, put this down here. Just using as examples, not saying you have to do it this way, but there you go. And if you want to use some 3D, make it a little bit larger, you want to put a statue down in this corner over here, you can do that. Again, your adventurers are wandering along and just stopping by, see what's going on in the town. They're adventuring, they want to go in here. Boom, flip it over. That's what's inside there. This guy walks over here, checks out this area here, flip that over. Again, let's go inside, see what's inside there. To check it out, you can do that. Again, all of a sudden a goblin shows up over here and wants to attack him. Again, you have your clings that you can use. Clings work really well with these kind of battle mats. Put the cling down like that, boom, I'm throwing my fireball and it's gonna hit him. You can do that. So that's just different things that you can add onto maps that have no, they're wide open like that. In the clings, the terrain pieces, the clings, the figures, all this stuff is not included with the purchase of this. It's used for example purposes only. You can pull the cling off. As you can tell, it's right back ready to get started. The book is overall, it's lightweight, you know, travels well. And that's everything that's included. This concludes our unboxing of the Big Book of Battle Mats Volume 3. 60 pages of battle mats for tabletop RPGs. Again, brought to you by the great people at Loc Battle Mats. For more information, go to locbattlemats.com. And as always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day. I'll catch you on the next unboxing video.